Here we are still working on the construction of the complete plan, the true shape and the end elevation of a truncated solid. We are still working on the construction of the complete plan, the true shape and the end elevation of a truncated solid. As we have looked at some solid in the past, here we now have hexagonal base pyramid, hexagonal base pyramid. So here we have the top view, then we have the front view. This is an incomplete top view or an incomplete plan. So then here we have a truncated front elevation of this hexagonal pyramid. That means this part is cut off by this cutting plane. Now let's look at dimensions that we have on the two views that we are given. For the top view that we have here, we have that distance from this point to this point is 60 millimeters, and we can see that the distance across corners is 60 millimeters for this hexagon. Then the front elevation, we have that the height of the pyramid is 70 millimeters, and then the cutting plane, which is at angle 30 degrees to the horizontal, it touches this point at a distance of 20 millimeters from the base here. So what we are going to do first is to replicate what we see here. Then we complete the plan. We draw the true shape of the cut surface. Then we draw the end elevation of this hexagonal base pyramid, which is truncated. Now let's start and see how it goes. So what we are to do first now is that we are going to draw a vertical center line. So we are going to draw a vertical center line. So we draw a vertical center line here. Okay, so here we have the vertical center line, so which goes like this. All right, so here is the vertical center line, and then with the T-square, we are going to draw a horizontal center line. So I'll come here and draw a horizontal center line in this direction. So here we have the horizontal center line. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw a circle for us to produce the hexagon. We are given the distance across corners as 60 millimeters. So we divide that 60 by 2 and we take a measurement of 30 millimeters on the ruler with this compass. So we take a measurement of 30 millimeters. So here is 30 millimeters here. Okay. Then I will put the pin here at the point of intersection of both the vertical and horizontal center lines, and I will draw a circle like this. So draw a circle like this. Okay. So we have this circle. Then with the same radius that we used to draw this circle, put it at this point here, make an arc up here and make an arc down here, and then put the same pin of the compass here with the same radius. Okay, so make an arc here and then you make an arc here. So here we have, okay, so we have these 6 points. So we are going to join these 6 points, we are going to join them together. So we are going to join them together like this. So we connect this point together. So connect this point together, and then we connect these 2 points, we connect them together like this. Okay, and then we connect these 2 points, we connect them together, the straight line. So here we have this. Okay, so then we connect these 2 points, we connect them together like this. So we have this, and then these 2 points here, we connect them together. So it goes like this, and then lastly we connect these 2 points together, and then we have a hexagon, as you can see it here. So when you are given a distance across corners, what you have to do to get the hexagon drawn is what I did here. Okay, so let's pay attention to this. Now that we have drawn the hexagon as shown to us in the given views, so now to draw the front elevation, so we come up a little bit and then we are going to draw a horizontal line like this. Now, having drawn this horizontal line, the next thing that we are going to do is this, but let's just number this point on the hexagon. So I'll call this point, this is point 1, and this is point 2, this point is point 3, this is point 4, this is point 5, and then I have this point to be point 6. Okay, so now we are going to draw a vertical line. So we come to this point here. So from this point, so we are to draw a vertical line at this point 1. So draw a vertical line to touch the horizontal line. So draw a vertical line from point 1 to touch the horizontal line. So it goes up. So let me use this set square. Okay, so from this point, draw a vertical line to touch the horizontal line. and then come to this point. So this point 2 and point 6, they are the same distance, okay? So just take it from 6 up, okay? So we have this. Then come to point 5 here. So draw a vertical line. So this point 5 is for both 3 and 5. Draw a vertical line to touch the horizontal line. Then come to point 4 here. Draw a vertical line to touch the horizontal line. So we have this. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we take a measurement of the height of the pyramid, which is 70 millimeters. So at the center here, take a measurement of 70 millimeters. So this is 70 millimeters. So we have this now. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to connect this point. So we connect this point with the apex of the pyramid. This is the apex of the pyramid. And then this point here, so we draw a line to connect it with the apex of the pyramid. And then we come to this point here. So we connect this point together with the apex of the pyramid. And then we come to this point, connecting this point together with the apex of the pyramid. So we have this now. Alright, so having done that, the next thing that we are going to do is that let us take a measurement of 20 millimeters from the base up. So this is 20 millimeters. Okay, so we want to draw the cutting plane, and then we need to locate a point here with this 20 that we have here at this end, at this point. So trace this point. So just mark it here. Then as we have that the cutting plane is at angle 30 degrees to the horizontal, so you take your 30 degrees set square. So bring it to this point, okay? Bring it to this point, and then we are going to draw the cutting plane. So the cutting plane goes like this. So it goes like this. Alright, so this is the cutting plane. So this part is cut off now. So what we have to do now is that we are going to make this line, make it a thick line from here to here. And we also make this line a thick line from here to here. And then this line will make it a thick line from here to here. And then this line will make it a thick line from here to here. And then the baseline will make it a thick line from here to here. So why are we doing this by making this line thick lines? Because if I'm standing here, looking at the object in this direction, I will see this corner. So that's why we make this line a thick line, okay, apart from this part that is cut off. Then I will also see this point, okay, so that's why we make this line a thick line, okay. Then also I will see this, we need to make this a thick line, and I will see this corner, so we make this line a thick line. So that is the reason why we produce those thick lines, okay. Now let's work on the complete plan, and before we can do that, so we need to connect this point together. So connect this point 3 together with point 6, okay. So this is distance across corners, and then we connect point together with point 5 as we have already connected point 1 and 4 together. So let's take note of that. Now on this front elevation, this is line 1 here, and the cutting plane touches this line 1 at this point, okay. Then it touches line 2, 6 at this point here, and it touches line 3, 5 at this point, and touches line 4 at this point, okay. So what we are going to do now is that, so with the set square, we are going to draw a vertical line from this point, and when it comes down like this, wherever it touches this line 1, this is line 1, and this is line 4. So wherever it touches line 1, we take note of that point. So I'm going to draw a vertical line from here. So draw a vertical line from here. So let me use the big set square. So I'll come to this point, and I will draw a vertical line from this point. So it comes down like this, okay. So it touches this line 1, it touches it at this point. So let's take note of that. The next is that of 2 and 6. So draw a vertical line. So from here, draw a vertical line down like this, okay. So it touches 2 at this point, okay, and it touches 6 at this point, okay. Then we come to that of 3 and 5. So from this point, draw a vertical line down. So it touches 3 at this point and touches 5 at this point. Then lastly, so that is of 4. So we draw a vertical line from this point, and it touches on line 4 at this point. So we have this, okay. So what we have to do now, we have to connect this point together. We have to connect this point together. So we are going to connect them together. So we connect, let me just write it here. So let's say this is point A, this is point B here. So here is point C, and this is point D, this is point E, and then we have what? We have F here. Alright, so we connect them together. So connect AB with a straight line. So connect AB with a straight line. So connect BC with a straight line like this, and connect CD with a straight line. So connect CD with a straight line. So connect DE with a straight line like this, and connect EF with a straight line, so like this, okay. And then we now connect FA together with a straight line, so we have this now. Alright, so now in this plan, for what we have done here, or for this shape that we have produced, we need to show that there is a roughness on this surface here when this part is cut off. Remember that this is solid hexagonal pyramid, so by the time it is cut, on this surface here we are going to see roughness, and the surface is going to be rough. So, and the shape on this surface is what we have here. So we now need to make sure that we hash this surface. So we are going to make use of 45 degrees square to hash this surface. Okay, so with 45 degrees square, so go on and produce hatching lines here. So hatching lines are drawn within continuous line, and they are equally spaced, okay, and they are to be drawn with the use of 45 degrees square. So except in some cases, but mostly or most times, so make use of 45 degrees square to produce hatching lines as I'm doing it here. So let's take note of this, okay. Alright, so we have completed the plan now, and again, so we also need to make this line, we need to make it a thick line from here to here. So we need to make it a thick line, and we also make this also a thick line from here to here. So we make this line also a thick line from here to here. So these lines, they represent the slanted side of the pyramid. This short line that we are drawing here represent the slanted side of the pyramid. So okay, and then so we also make this a thick line like this. Alright, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the true shape of the cut surface. We have to draw the true shape of the cut surface. To draw the true shape of the cut surface, we need to do some things, and that is from this point here, we are going to draw a line from this point, and that line will be at a right angle to the cutting plane. We do the same thing for this point, and we do the same thing for this point, and also for this point. So we are going to draw a line on this point, this point, this point, and this point, and that line should be at a right angle to the cutting plane. Now, the cutting plane is inclined at an angle 30 degrees to the horizontal. So we need to make use of the 60 degree side of the set square, because 30 degree plus 60 degree will give us 90. So if I use 60 degree side of the set square, it will make the line to be at a right angle to the cutting plane. Let us see what I'm talking about. Okay, so if let me make use of this set square, so I'll come to this point. Okay, so at this point I'm going to draw a line in this direction. So coming to this point here, I will draw a line in this direction. So coming to this point, I will draw a line in this direction, and then I will come to this point here and draw a line in this direction. Okay, so having done that, the next thing that I'm going to do is that I will move away. Okay, so move away from the given view. Okay, so and I will draw a line, so with 30 degrees side of set square, so that the line will be parallel to the cutting plane. So this is the line I'm talking about, like this. Okay, so on this line that we have here, so if you follow this line, this is what? This is point 1. So here I have point 1 here. So this is point 1. Okay, alright, so I have point 1, or okay, don't let me call it 1. This point we are making use of this. So this is point D. So this point is point D here. I will write D here. And then along this part we have what? This is point A. So here I have A at this point. We now need to locate C, E, F, and B. So we need to locate those points. And to do that, this is what we have to do. So let's start with the location of point B and point F. So this line is the midpoint of point B and F, and also point A or point C and E. So I will put the pin of my compass here at the middle point, and then extend the pen point to point B or to point F, anyone that I like. I will take the distance. So this line is for B and F. Okay, so put the pin here. Okay, then make an arc on this side and make an arc on this side here. So this point here that we have here, so this is for B, okay, and this point is for F. So let's take note of that. All right, so next is that of C and E. So I put the pin here in the middle of point CE. Then I will take this distance, okay? So from the middle point to C. Then this line is for C and E. So I put the pin here, and then I make an arc here on this side, and also make an arc here on this side. So this is point C, and this is point E. So let's take note of that. So what we have to do now, we join this point together. So we join this point together. So I will join A, B together. Point A and B, join them together with a straight line. So join point C, B and C together with a straight line, and then I will join point C and D together with a straight line like this. I will join DE together with a straight line like this, okay? And then I will join E and F together with a straight line. So we have this. Then I will join F and A together with a straight line like this. Okay, we have this. All right, so now this shape that we have here is not complete here yet. You know, we are producing true shape of the cut surface. So how the shape will look here, that's what we are producing here. So now to complete it, we need to hash this surface, and we are making use of 45 degrees set square to do the arching of the surface. So I will come here now. So with the 45 degrees set square, I will hash this surface. So producing arching lines on this surface, okay? So as I said that arching lines are drawn within continuous line, and they are to be equally spaced. So we draw the arching lines with 45 degree set square as I'm doing it here. So we go on and produce the next one. So just be looking at the space as you are doing it, okay? You don't have to measure the space, okay? So then I have this, okay? So let's do it like this. So this is the true shape of the cut surface. So I'll just write true shape here. So this is the true shape of the cut surface. Alright, so here we have the true shape of the cut surface. So now let us go and work on the elevation. So we have produced the complete plan, and we have also drawn the true shape. Now let's work on the end elevation. For the end elevation, this is what we are going to do. So come to this point with this square, okay, and draw a horizontal line in this direction. So this line contains both 2 and 3. Then I will extend this center line, which contains 1 and 4. So I will draw to this side, and I will come up here. This contains 5 and 6. So draw a horizontal line to this side, and then come to the base of the pyramid, draw a line in this direction. So come to this point here. So this is point A here, or point 4. So point 4, so draw a horizontal line in this direction. Come to this point that contains both 3 and 5. So draw a horizontal line in this direction. And then come to this point that contains 2 and 6. Draw a horizontal line in this direction. And come to this point, okay, this point that contains 1, draw a horizontal line in this direction. All right, so what we have to do now with the 45 degree set square, so we take the 45 degree set square. So then we set it at this point on the front elevation, at this point on the front elevation. Now draw a line that will be at an angle 45 degree to the horizontal, so it goes like this, okay? Now, so where this inclined line, where it intersects the horizontal lines, we are going to draw a vertical line up. So looking at what we have here, so this is point 2 and 3, point 2 and 3. So let's locate those points, point 2 and 3. So point 2 and 3. So where do we have point 2? We have point 2 along this line. If you look at this, this is 2, 6. So we have point 2 along this line. So I'm going to draw a vertical line from here, and it goes up like this. So it goes up like this, okay? All right, so now it will not touch this line. So I just draw it, it will touch this point. So we have this is where it's supposed to touch. And then I'm going to draw, I will come here. So this contains 1 and 4, and then it's also the center line. So draw it up like this, okay? Then this contains 5 and 6. I will come here and draw the line like this. Okay, so do not forget that this one is for what? Is for 2 and 3, okay? So this is for 1 and 4, and this is for 5 and 6. So we have this. So what we have to do now, so let's get the apex of the pyramid. So we need to locate it here like this. Okay, so then we are going to join this point together. So we connect this point together with the apex of the pyramid. So here we have what we connect this together. Okay, then we also connect this point together with the apex of the pyramid that goes like this. Now, so what we have to do now, we need to locate the point. So this point contains 2 and 3. So if I go up like this, where do we have what? Where do we have 2? We have 2 at this point. So this is point 2 here. This is point 2 along this line. So this is point 2. So we have this. Then next, so let me just write 2 here. So next we have what? Let's locate that of 3. So where do we have 3? So we have 3 along this line. Okay, this line here contains 3. So that means this point is point 3. So here we have 3 here. Okay. Next, we have now come to this one. So this contains 1 and 4. So where do we have 1? Where do we have 1? We have 1 along this line. So this is point 1 here. So this is point 1. And where do we have 4? We have 4 along this line. So this is point 4 here. So here we have 4. Then next is what? Where do we have what? We have 5 and 6. Where do we have 5 and 6? So for 5 is along this line. Okay, so going like this, which means that this is 0.5 here. I'm also looking at what we have here. So this is 0.5. Okay, so don't forget that we have 5 and 6, 1 and 4, and 2 and 3. So where they meet, so where this line meets with lines that we are producing here is what we are looking at. So then for 6, so we have 6 here. So this is 6. We have 6 here and intersect this line 6 at this point. So we have this now. So we have to join this point together with straight lines. So join them together with straight lines. So we have this. And then so make this line a thick line like this. And then so join this point together. And then join this point together. So here is join this point together like this. So we have this. Okay. So now, so this line, we have to make it a thick line from here to here. So make this line a thick line from here to here. And then this line here, you make it a thick line from here down. And then we come here also. So make this line a thick line from here to here. So now, so this end elevation is incomplete. So we need to put the arching lines on it. So with the 45 degree set square, I will produce arching lines on this surface like this. So we have this. Alright, so we have produced the arching lines on this surface as we are looking at the object in this direction. So here we have been able to draw the complete plan as we have here. We draw the true shape of the cut surface and we draw the end elevation of the truncated hexagonal pyramid as we have it. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. Thank you, keep on practicing, and God bless you.